Well, today I had to patch up a cellarway entrance. There was a big hole in here, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Today, what happens is they have this cellar doorway, if you can see it because of the sun, and right behind it, all the cement fell away, and it's showing some dirt. So we're going to patch it up. It's like a foundation fix. So it might be hard to see with the sun, but you just want to, just like I always tell you, like a dentist, anything that's loose or don't look right, you gotta dig it out. Now you can see right here where the cement stopped. We just dig it out where we know it's gonna stick. This is a really hard place to get into. I'm up against the wall. Now it's hard to get in here, but see, they even have some wire mesh against it, which rots away. I always told you that. Don't think that wire mesh is always the answer to put. So we got it down good enough. So now we're just gonna wash it all off. That's the secret. Get all the stuff off so it sticks. Now I'm using this Quikrete. It's on the red bag. It's a fast drying, and that's what I want. A fast drying mix. I'm gonna add my water. Got it all mixed up. So what I'm going to do, start slushing it in behind that bar right there. Why we're doing this is because if we don't do it this way, we won't get all the voids filled up. Yeah, we got to get in there. Get all those voids filled up. Just like that. Then we're in there. We put our next board on. Just like that. And fill in right behind this one. You see it? Keep going that way. So we get it in there. And you get your hand. See, and then you get those voids up. That's what we want to do, is pack the voids up. What you can see is I'm continuing on. And the reason I'm doing this is so I can get behind it. And I start again. This way I can get in there, see that? And pack all that with my hands. The reason I'm only doing a few inches at a time, see, I get my hand in there, make sure I'm filling all those voids. Okay, so this dried up a little bit, and if we're right, we kind of take these forms off when it's wet, you see, and now we can see how it's coming out. See that? It's all filling in now, real nice and perfect. And if we want to patch it up while it's still wet, we could still patch it up. See that? So now, see, you got a little hole here, a little hole there, and you could patch it up. And then, if it's too high or too big, we could take the trowel and scrape off the bad parts. But so far, it's looking pretty good. So now, we got it pretty good. It's drying. This is 15 minutes later on a hot day. So you can even take some of this stuff and go over it. Shape it if you want. Now we're going to continue on. But this time, we're going to continue on, but this time we're going to put the plywood in. Now, since that's all in, we're going to put the plywood in because we could get it from the top now. Just like that. And we get something to back it up. Just like that. Now we're going to mix and fill in here. So now we're going to pack in here because we can get at everything. You see how that works? Pack it in there. Just like that. Now we got that done. So I'm just going to flatten it out on top, and we're going to come back to that. We're going to let this dry for a while. Well, the sun is getting a little kinder to us, so we're going to remove this board just like that and see how we're doing. Looks good. It's actually hot. When concrete is getting hard, it hottens up. So now we're gonna plaster it up using this product, repair mortar, and that's what I'm gonna do to patch everything up with. Now I'm gonna mix this up. Just about like that. The same thing. I get my water and I spray it. Okay, gotta have it wet when anytime you're doing that, and then you get it on there. Just like that, plaster right over it. No big deal. Look at that. See that? Hides all those seams. We get our sponge and our water. We just sponge it. Blends it all in there. See it? Just like that. It's like a brand new wall. All right, now we're going to patch underneath this door. The owner not interested in a new door. It's only a little bit rust on it anyway. So like I said, the first thing you do, you got to wet everything first. And then you know it's going to stick. See? Get in there. Sure it's wet. I'm going to fill this in here too. You gotta wet it first. All it is a void. And this was a cap put over an old cap, so if they have to change it, it's no big deal. Just change it. There, shove it down with your fingers. It's better than any tool they make. You know it's down there. See that? Then we just get our sponge over the top of it. Make everything look the same. Just like that. No big deal. So then, same thing. Get our sponge out in the front. That's where that crack was. Just rub the cement in there. Make everything look the same. See that? Just go over it with the sponge. Then we get our sponge, like I said, you make sure you wring it out good. And you just go over the top of it. Smooth it all out before it gets too hard. And you're done. No big deal. You have to go over it again a little bit, just go over it again. Alright, then we just get a regular rag and clean the garage door off, or the cellar door. They could paint it again. There's still another 20 years left on this cellar door. I'm going to talk about that job a little bit. What was going on was they wanted to pour concrete around that doorway. So there was a big hole in it. So I went in and I patched it up piece by piece. If you used a fast drying cement, you could do it all in one time. It was a 3-hour job. I was in and out of there. When you pour it a little thicker like that, you don't have to worry about wetting it too much, but it's always a good idea to wet it behind it. And use that fast drying cement. Years ago, they didn't have that fast drying cement. You'd have to go in and you have to form it. Then you have to wait a couple hours and come back and do a little more and wait. Now 3 hours, everything, boom, bang, boom, it's done. Metal and concrete, or metal and cement, it doesn't mix. Sooner or later, it doesn't matter if it's rebar, if it's copper, if it's stainless steel. You could ask any plumber, it's going to rot it away. So you put those garage doors on and those cellar doors. They got a limited time period, 35, 40 years, they're all rotted, either from the outside or from underneath. It really don't matter that much. When you're pouring concrete against anything in Pennsylvania, I use this stuff. It's called Seal. And what you do is you put it up against the wall and you pour the concrete against it. And then what happens is in the winter when it's going up and down the concrete, it's not rubbing against that plaster. It keeps the plaster from falling off the wall. So that's why you always see me putting that on before I do the concrete or anything that goes against it. This set of videos is called Old Stone Foundation Repair, this playlist that you're watching now. But I also have another playlist called Foundation Repair. It deals with more modern foundations. So if you can't find here, check that series out. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Haduck. Until next video.